In the shadowed realms of the human mind, where dreams and reality intertwine, one man dared to explore the uncharted territories of the psyche. His name was Carl Gustav Jung, a Swiss psychiatrist, philosopher, and explorer of the soul. While Sigmund Freud illuminated the unconscious, Jung ventured even deeper, uncovering the shared wellspring of humanity's deepest fears, desires, and symbols. This is the story of Carl Jung, the architect of the collective unconscious and a visionary who reshaped our understanding of what it means to be human. Carl Jung was born on July 26, 1875, in the small Swiss village of Keswil. From an early age, Jung was a seeker, a child caught between two worlds. His father, a pastor, instilled in him a deep respect for religion, but Jung found himself questioning the rigid doctrines of the church. His mother, on the other hand, was a woman of intuition and mysticism, often speaking in strange, prophetic voices. These dual influences, reason and mystery, science and spirituality, would shape Jung's life and work. As a young man, Jung was drawn to the natural sciences, but his fascination with the human mind soon took precedence. In 1900, he began his medical studies at the University of Basel, where he encountered the emerging field of psychiatry. It was here that Jung's journey into the depths of the psyche truly began. In 1907, Jung met Sigmund Freud, and the two quickly formed a close intellectual bond. Freud saw in Jung a brilliant protege, someone who could carry forward his theories of psychoanalysis. For a time, Jung was even considered Freud's heir apparent. But beneath the surface of their collaboration, tensions simmered. Jung admired Freud's work, but he could not fully embrace Freud's emphasis on sexuality as the primary driver of human behavior. Jung believed the psyche was far more complex, a tapestry woven from threads of personal experience, ancient myths, and universal symbols. This divergence would eventually lead to a painful but necessary break between the two men, setting Jung on a path of his own. At the heart of Jung's work lies the concept of the collective unconscious, a shared reservoir of memories, symbols, and instincts that all humans inherit. Unlike the personal unconscious, which is shaped by individual experiences, the collective unconscious is universal. It is the source of our deepest fears, our most profound desires, and the archetypes that appear in myths, dreams, and art across cultures. Jung identified several key archetypes: the self, the shadow, the anima and animus, and the persona. These archetypes, he believed, are the building blocks of the human psyche, shaping our behavior and guiding our journey towards self-realization. For Jung, the goal of life was not just to understand these forces, but to integrate them, to become whole. One of Jung's most compelling ideas is the concept of the shadow, the hidden, often repressed aspects of ourselves that we refuse to acknowledge. The shadow is not inherently evil, it is simply the part of us that we have disowned, whether out of fear, shame, or societal pressure. Jung believed that confronting the shadow was essential for personal growth. Only by facing our darkest impulses, our deepest fears, could we achieve true self-awareness. This process, which Jung called individuation, is not easy. It requires courage, honesty, and a willingness to embrace the unknown. But for those who undertake it, the rewards are profound. For Jung, dreams were not random or meaningless. They were the language of the unconscious, a way for the psyche to communicate its deepest truths. Jung spent decades analyzing dreams, both his own and those of his patients, and he developed a method of interpretation that focused on symbols and archetypes. He believed that every dream carries a message, often encoded in symbols that are deeply personal, yet universally resonant. A snake, for example, might represent transformation or healing, while a labyrinth could symbolize the journey of self-discovery. By decoding these symbols, Jung believed, we could gain insight into our innermost selves. One of Jung's most intriguing ideas is the concept of synchronicity, the experience of two or more events occurring in a way that is not causally related, but seems meaningfully connected. For Jung, synchronicity was evidence of a deeper order in the universe, a hidden web of meaning that transcends logic and reason. He explored this idea in collaboration with the physicist Wolfgang Pauli, and together they sought to bridge the gap between science and spirituality. Synchronicity, Jung believed, was a reminder that the universe is not just a collection of random events, but a living, interconnected whole. In the middle of his career, Carl Jung found himself drawn to a mysterious and fascinating world, the world of ancient alchemy. To many, alchemy was merely an attempt to turn base metals into gold, but to Jung, alchemy was a powerful metaphor for spiritual and psychological transformation. Jung began studying ancient alchemical texts, some of which dated back centuries, and saw in them a reflection of deep psychological processes. He believed that the ancient alchemists, without realizing it, were describing the human journey towards self-realization and wholeness. Alchemical processes like distillation, calcination, and unification were, for Jung, symbols of inner transformation. In his seminal work, Psychology and Alchemy, Jung explained how alchemical symbols, such as the union of male and female, the sun and moon, reflected the balance of opposing forces within the human psyche. Alchemy, for Jung, was not just a material science, but a spiritual language that expressed humanity's search for meaning and unity. One of the most fascinating ideas Jung drew from alchemy was the concept of the philosopher's stone, the legendary substance believed to transform base metals into gold and grant eternal life. For Jung, the philosopher's stone was a symbol of the integrated self, the ultimate goal of individuation. Self-realization, as Jung saw it, was a transformative process in which the opposing aspects of the psyche are integrated to form a harmonious and whole being. Through his study of alchemy, Jung found a new framework for understanding psychological processes. Alchemy was not just a hobby for him, it was a mirror reflecting humanity's journey towards spiritual wholeness. Carl Jung passed away on June 6, 1961, but his ideas continue to resonate with remarkable vitality. His work has influenced not only psychology, but also art, literature, religion, and even pop culture. From the hero's journey in mythology to the archetypal characters in modern films, Jung's fingerprints are everywhere. In an age of increasing fragmentation and disconnection, Jung's vision of wholeness and integration feels more relevant than ever. His emphasis on self-discovery, his respect for the mysteries of the psyche, and his belief in the transformative power of symbols offer a roadmap for navigating the complexities of modern life. Why does Carl Jung's work still captivate us today? Perhaps it's because his ideas speak to something timeless, the universal human quest for meaning, connection, and self-understanding. In a world that often feels chaotic and uncertain, Jung's insights remind us that the answers we seek lie not outside ourselves, but within. His legacy is a call to explore the depths of our own psyches, to confront our shadows, and to embrace the full spectrum of who we are. For Jung, the journey of self-discovery was not just a personal endeavor, but a collective one, a way of contributing to the evolution of humanity itself. Carl Jung once said, "Who looks outside, dreams. Who looks inside, awakes." As we continue to navigate the complexities of our inner worlds, Jung's words remind us that the journey of self-discovery is not just a path to personal growth, but a gateway to a deeper understanding of what it means to be human. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the depths of the human psyche. If you found this exploration of Carl Jung's legacy enlightening, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, keep seeking the light within the night.